Happy Tuesday, guys! Welcome to my kitchen. This is an episode of Tasty Tuesdays with Jenny. Today we are making tomato bisque soup, especially with the weather turning chilly outside. I already busted out my scarves for the season. So one thing I like about soups, one, is very simple and easy. You just throw everything into a pot and you're done. But another thing I like about it is it's delicious, especially coming outside from the cold. It's nice and warm and it's just great and convenient. So this is what we're gonna do. I already chopped up some onions, but you're gonna see me do it from start to finish. I'm gonna cut on my burner here. The first thing we're gonna start with, you can just do, if you wanna just buy tomatoes, crush them up and do that yourself, you can. I already opened this up, but I'll show you what I use. I normally get the crushed tomatoes with basil, and I use the organic kind for Harris Teeter. So this is what I use to start my soup. So I already opened it, so I'm just gonna pour that into the pot. Try not to get it splattered on me. Okay, let me get my spoon. This will work. Try to get all of it. So this has basil in it. I am going to add more to it once I add the rest of the ingredients into it. Next, we're going to add tomato paste. I again use the organics, Harris Teeter organic tomato paste. It's just my preference. You don't have to use exactly what I use. Hopefully I can get this out of here. I have to use a spoon. Here we go. Well, won't even get off my spoon. I hope you guys had a good day today. Nice, happy Tuesday. It's getting a little chillier outside. I love fall. For me, I'm a very cold nature person, so that's surprising to most people, but I love fall. I'm not very big fan of the cold, especially wintertime. Wintertime is not my favorite. Just trying to get all that I can from this. That should be good. Put that in there. And I'll post the recipe so that way you'll know exactly how much to put in it. And you know, feel free to do these recipes your own way. If there's something that you want to add to it or maybe not add to it, that's fine. These are just kind of to give you ideas to help you make a little bit easier and healthier choices than you might would otherwise. So these are just kind of like suggestions, just here for you guys. So I'm going to stir that around. Once the tomato paste warms up, it'll be easier to stir and all that. Stir that around. I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil in there. I use Rachel Ray extra virgin olive oil. Again, you can use whatever kind you want, and I just that's good. And I will put the exact measurements on there for those people who like to know exactly how much to put in there. So I'm going to mix that up. Okay. Next, I'm going to put some chicken broth in there. It calls for 2 cups of chicken broth. I just kind of guess. Let me open it. This is a new chicken broth. And I'll show you what kind I get. I also get organics. I get organic almost everything. My husband makes fun of me for it, but I love it. So this is what I get. Organic, low sodium chicken broth. Again, Harris Teeter. If you haven't noticed, that's where I shop. That's my store. So it calls for 2 cups. I'm just going to kind of guess. That should be good. You don't have to do all of this. There's times where I've done, and I can tell you at the end what all I used. One time there was a time where I didn't put the chicken broth and stuff in there, and it turned out just as good. I just added water instead, and it was still delicious. So I'll, once I show you what all goes into it, I'll tell you ways that you can, where you don't have to add all of these ingredients to it. Next, we're gonna add some garlic. You'll realize that I love garlic. In most of my recipes, I put garlic in there. I'm gonna use the minced garlic from Harris Teeter. You buy it just like that. I love real garlic, but I don't like chopping it up and all of that. I just don't have time for it. So I get the minced garlic, and I love this stuff. So I'm just gonna kind of, again, guess, but I will put the measurements on there for you guys so that way you can see it. Let me go rinse off my spoon real quick. I'll be right back. Alright. Starting to boil a little bit. I'll turn it down. Just need it to simmer. I don't need it scorching hot. And whenever I make soup, I make sure I wear black or something like that because it does splatter a little bit. So I make sure I don't wear anything fancy while doing it. I'm going to get a spoonful and drop that in. A little bit more just to make sure to put it evenly. Alright, there's the garlic. I'm going to mix this up. Looks good, smells good. I'm gonna use this. Let me put this right there. Alright, now I'm gonna add some basil. So add some basil leaves. You can do fresh basil, whatever you prefer. I'm just gonna sprinkle that in there. Okay. Mix that up. I'm gonna take my spoon and get some of the paste off it sticking to the spoon. There we go. I chopped up some onions beforehand, so I'm going to sprinkle those in there right now. And like I said, you don't have to use all of the ingredients to make this a delicious dish. If you don't have some of these ingredients at home, but you have some of it and you want to try it that way, go for it. This is a really good recipe and it's easy. Wipe up my splatters. So you can really do whatever you have at home and it still tastes super good. So I'm going to mix up that. Mix up the onions. And put a little salt and pepper in there. And again, I just kind of guess, but we will put how much you need to put of what on there so you'll have the recipe, the full recipe. Do some salt. And it doesn't need a whole lot. This, like I said, this dish is really, really good. It's got lots of flavor. It should be good. Mix it up. And it calls for Greek yogurt to give it that bisque. The bisque. I put way too many S's in that, but the bisque part of the soup. So let me get that. Let me rinse off my spoon one more time for you guys. Hold on 1 second. And I'm just going to measure it. It calls for a half cup. I just mix it up a little bit. Pour that in there. We don't have much, so it probably is about a half a cup. There we go. Stir that up. Let me get paper towel. I made a mess over here, but that's okay, right? It's gonna be delicious. It's splattering a little bit, but it's okay. So let me finish mixing this up, and we'll be almost finished with this. You can always double the recipes and stuff like that if you want to make a big pot. It looks so good. I'm so excited. But another thing you can do, like I said, if you don't have all of those ingredients at home, I have made it before with just the crushed tomatoes, the tomato paste. I put water in it. I did use the garlic and salt and pepper and basil. But I didn't use the Greek yogurt and chicken broth, and it was still really, really good. I just added water instead of those things, and it was still really, really good soup. You can also pair this with grilled cheese if you want to. Anything like that would be good. So I'm just stirring it, getting all the flavors mixed in, and we're pretty much done. It's easy, easy peasy, and I'll show you what it looks like after that. Still got some Greek yogurt on my spoon, but let me show you. See if you can see it. So yeah, it looks delicious. It's easy peasy. And like I said, I'll put the ingredients and stuff on the page so that way you guys can try this at home. Feel free to add stuff, take stuff away, try it differently. This is just to kind of give you guys an idea. I hope you like it. If you have any questions or need, help on anything, please let us know. We're here for you guys, and we hope you like it. All right, thanks so much, guys. Bye.